Hey, thanks for being a part of the conversation. Let's play it forward. These are real people, real stories, the struggle to play it forward. Episode number 575, Lone Star. This is a blessing to be with the entire band. The last time I had an opportunity like this was when I sat down with Alabama. So to have all of you, my God, this is a blessing.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you for comparing us to Alabama.
Oh, my, are you kidding me? When you got a song like Amazed, to me, that is the Can't Help Falling in Love from Elvis Presley of this generation. That song will fill my dance floor in a heartbeat.
Well, thank you very much.
We appreciate that. You know, between what you just said, that was a great, way to spin Amazed. And then only other time we had something just as iconic as what you just said was Drew Carey. We were actually played him in and out of commercials for his show, and he said during the commercial, he said, "Hey, Lone Star with their song Amazed, they're the baby making it band in the history of country music."
I totally get that. Well, the new album 10 to 1, this gave you guys the opportunity to step back into the studio. Did you have to give yourself permission to make slight changes or even big changes?
Yeah, we gave ourselves quite a bit of leeway. I mean, we wanted to have fun on this record because I don't know, we take stuff seriously, but we're also just kind of goofy and silly. So anytime we have a chance to pay respect to the big hit, we did that. But also if there was a chance for us to be a little bit silly and goofy and make it unique and new, we took that chance as well. So songs like Come Crying to Me sound totally different than the original. Mm-hmm. We just wanted to completely reimagine it. Songs like Mr. Mom and No News, they're kind of just some fun, quirky little bits in it that, we just thought were more fun to play. So it's kind of everything. We definitely gave ourselves free rein to be creative.
I think that's one of the reasons why I enjoy listening to live music, because you guys do take a chance up there on stage. But this time around, no live music. You guys went in the studio and did those changes. And you're right. It freshens it up. It gives it a new heartbeat.
That was a really cool thing about the 10 to 1 record is this. It was no pressure. We just went in there. We already knew the songs, and it was just a matter of trying to make them a little bit fresher and a little more punchier than they were originally recorded. And because now with the kind of new modern recording technology and the new sound of country music, we're just trying to, make them a little fresher. And I think that Dean producing this album did a great job of bringing that to the front and making it sound just really amazing.
I love the idea that you talk about the modern day technology, because that's another thing that evolves all the time, is that you don't know where it's going to go. And is there too much digital in an AI age?
Right. Yeah, I think the main thing was just to keep the nostalgia. That's the main part that people recognize is the in any song. You just want to create and you have all this new technology to make it sound brighter and mm-hmm. better. But the nostalgia is what you have to keep in songs like Amazed and I'm Already There. You have to keep it going. You don't want to lose that.
Haven't you guys been grown into that band that, even Darius Rucker has sang the Lone Star songs. I love it when people they'll take your art and they extend it out even a little bit further. Do you guys get to see other people perform your music?
Oh, it's a blast when I'm watching The Voice or American Idol and someone does one of our songs. It's just really cool. You're thinking, okay, we've influenced some other artists somewhere along the way, whether we plan to or not. And it's very cool to us to see people singing our songs. And
I was going to say, I saw a few weeks ago, and it was from a very long time ago, but Chris Stapleton sang Amazed. Yeah. And he didn't have a record deal. No one knew really who he was. And he was singing Amazed. And so to think kind of where he is today and the fact that, he used to cover, hits of ours like Amazed is pretty cool.
Being out there on the road, are you starting to see the several different generations popping right up in front of you guys?
Absolutely. The kids that were in the car going on their way to school that were hearing our music, Mr. Mom and Front Porch Looking In, they're now bringing their kids to the shows. So it's really cool that our music has somehow become part of people's lives. And I think that's just one of the biggest things we could have, because it does keep our music fresher longer, and it gives us a little bit longer time to keep doing what we love to do.
Yeah, because when I saw you guys in concert, I was with some friends, and he kept looking at me going, "Oh my God, I didn't know they did this song." I said, "Dude, you have no idea who these guys are."
Well,
yeah, we get that a lot.
It does happen.
We get that a lot when we play live. There's to see the reaction of the crowd, like when you start to play something like Front Porch Looking In and you see people go, oh, I didn't know they had that. They had that song. That was them. Oh, my God.
So where do you grow from here? Does this clear out your heart and your creative process in the way of going, okay, now that we've gone back in to remix this, we've got to start something new. What happens next?
Well, we've already started a few things. We've been doing some writing of new original material, and I mean, it's really, really great. But I think probably the next thing that people will hear from us outside of the 10 to 1, which comes out Friday, June 2nd, we're taking some older, iconic, not necessarily country songs and putting the Lonestar spin on them.
Really?
And we're even recording it way different than we normally do. Normally we go into a studio and we're all in this big studio and we talk through the ideas and we record it. But this time what we're doing is, like, Drew will put down an acoustic guitar to a click and sing the song, and then send that to Keech. Keech adds drums, then we get bass on it. Michael adds his guitar, then I'll add keys, and then we'll do the harmony and stuff, and then we'll get it mixed after. So it's kind of a unique way to do that. And so that'll be something that comes out next. And then we're hoping to follow that up with a new original record.
I love the idea that you guys are performing at county fairs, because, I mean, I grew up in Billings, Montana. The only time that we got to see Johnny Cash or Doug Kershaw was at the county fair. So, I mean, you are going where people are, real people.
Yeah.
And we love playing fairs. The age range is so big at fairs, everything from little kids to grandparents. And I think that's just always, it's just a great time for us to be able to play for just everyday folks.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on 10 to 1. Is it okay if I call it a new album and not a greatest hits album?
It is definitely a new album, for sure.
I love it. I love it. Please come back to this show anytime in the future. The door is always going to be open for you guys.
You're awesome. Thank you. Thank you for all the positive comments. Really appreciate it.
Well, you guys be brilliant today, okay?
We'll do our best. That's asking a lot.
Too much pressure.